Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever had an idea of a Shopify store or just any business? Okay, we don't always have to just talk about Shopify, but any online business and thought about generating, maybe a couple sales a month or maybe 1,000 a month, maybe 10K a month. How does 10 million a year sound? Sounds pretty crazy, right? Well, in today's video, we're going to visualize through example what that could look like with a pretty simple looking website that you've probably never heard of. Actually, one of you has heard of this website because you actually suggested that I case study this. I appreciate you. The store is called Patio Furniture. It's actually a pretty clever name. Patty as in like St. Patrick, right? Like the Irish thing, but also patio as in like, a patio, right? In like your backyard. So very clever play on words here. And as you see, I'm using the tool called Shop Hunter. And I think what happened with this store here is that it aggregated all of the sales data into the last few days. So 20 million is what it's tracked in sales, which that's only 9,000 orders at a $2,000 average order value. So pretty ridiculous how much revenue you can generate with a smaller amount of orders whenever your average order value is higher. This is why I find it so interesting to look into how to boost average order value on your whatever business you're running, but specifically for your Shopify websites or just selling higher ticket products as a whole. As you see, every minute, basically, they're selling a $3,000 couch here. I've done some further research on this, so we're going to just state that this store has done 20 million in sales. We're just going to leave it at that. We're not going to get too crazy with the results, but ultimately, the exact numbers here are irrelevant because this store is clearly thriving with this simple website. Again, any one of us could build a website like this on Shopify. And by the way, if you want access to Shop Hunter, they're dropping a lot of really cool features and it's really interesting and fun to find all these different products that are selling so well. It personally gives me a lot of ideas, not only for our own business, but also for the channel, because I love to pass down some of this information to you guys and sort of aggregate it here. But what I love about this store is that it's literally just the Dawn theme. Like you can tell that it's not very complex. And this is one of their best-selling products, the Patriot Club Chair. So again, this is like a furniture store that is themed. I've never seen that before, right? Every furniture store on Shopify tends to go for this modern look, right? Whereas they're going towards something different. They're really appealing to patriots, Irish descendants, people that are interested in this sort of culture. And as you see, it's nothing too complicated, but it is beautiful and simply just really well done. It's not confusing what they're selling. They have a lot of different colors that you can choose from, a lot of different variants, a really good sale going on right now for Easter. This is really a smart idea when you're trying to really boost sales for a specific time period, is run some sales, right? Like this is what Ezra Firestone, if you don't know who Ezra Firestone is, he's the founder of Boom by Sidney Joseph, a $100 million brand basically, and a bunch of other stuff. That guy is a legend, but he talks a lot about doing seasonal sales and not just seasonal sales, like a sale every, let's say 5 weeks or 6 weeks. And you can create your own holidays within your brand in order to excuse these sales or justify these sales. But otherwise, you can just rely on the mainstream holidays like Easter, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving. There's just so many different holidays that you could capitalize on to run sales for your business if you want to get a boost in sales. And I know that may sound kind of shady, like to capitalize on a holiday. But the way I see it, your business should be providing some sort of value for people, making someone's life a little better. So you shouldn't feel guilty for trying to boost your sales if that's the case, right? Because you're adding value to people's lives. That's how I try to view business. I don't know how you guys view business. We're all a little bit different, but that's the vibe on this channel at least. And I do think that this business has kind of just figured it out. They nailed it. This is actually really cool product images. I love how this chair rotates and you can rotate it like this. Such a cool feature. I love that. I'm a big fan of little things like that. I believe they also have physical locations in Arizona, which is really convenient considering that Arizona has year-round good weather. So, you can have people shop outside, which is kind of cool. You can also shop by material, which is really nice. Aluminum. So this is actually another one of their sets that's really trending. This is the Newport low back sofa that a lot of people are buying. These are expensive. These are not cheap by any means. As you see recently, they posted on social media how they were voted for the 9th year in a row, the #1 outdoor furniture store in Arizona. So pretty cool. I mean, again, that definitely means this business is big. And there's a lot of really big businesses out of Arizona that people don't really hear too much about, that are low key but are somehow killing it. So shout out Arizona. I lived in Arizona for a little bit and I really liked it. It's a beautiful area. As you see, they're running some very basic Facebook ads. They're not doing anything too crazy on this front. It's an Easter holiday sale with a carousel ad. Really good ad, actually. I mean, these are very clear images with a really clear offer. So I'm sure this is performing really well. I'm sure they're running, let's say some advantage shopping campaigns to these ads and scaling them to, like 10K a day in ad spend. They definitely can do that since they're a big business. So 10, 20 million a year business here, pretty incredible, potentially even 10 million a month. I mean, nobody really knows for sure, only they do, but I could see it. I mean, think about it. Their average order value is so high. In order to do 10 million a month, they have to sell like 5,000 pieces of furniture, which is really not that unrealistic if you think about it. I mean, we've seen stores recently or people that have posted screenshots showing $10 million months that we've never heard about. The reason I like to mention this is not just to be like, wow, we're all going to get super rich, but it's just really to remove some limiting beliefs to how big you can build your business. And again, that's for you, that's for me, that's for anybody watching, for anybody. Maybe, you should tell your friend about this. That would be really cool. Maybe your friend has a business and they're thinking, oh, well, we're only going to do 6 figures a year. No, you can do 8 figures a year. You can do 9 figures a year. It's just going to take a long time. But if you do good for your customers, you continue to market your business in clever ways, there's no way you won't grow, right? So that's really it for this video. Just wanted to share this really incredible story with you since one of you mentioned it as well. And I found it on Shop Hunter. Shop Hunter is a really fun tool to use, so definitely check them out in the description. And don't forget to check out some of the Ecommerce products as well. That's our research and education company. We've been growing pretty consistently, and it's actually been pretty cool because some of the data that we gather we can use to help our clients on the agency side of things as well, where we see the behind the scenes of 8-figure brands. And it's pretty simple sometimes. It's just like the same thing that you would do at a 7-figure level, but at a higher ad spend. So that's some interesting, stuff that we're learning. And yeah, that's about it. See you in the next video. Peace.